Today's review is hopefully something a little special. This is part of the 10-year celebration from Track. This is a collaboration with Finback. It's called Pyron. It's a double IPA, but what's it going to be like? Keep watching to find out. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. Today, as I mentioned in the introduction, something I think is going to be a little bit special. I hope it is. This is a Track and Finback collaboration called Pyron Double IPA 8.2%. So far, so good. But the thing that's excited me about this is a 10th birthday double IPA with coconut, Citra Cryo and Peacherine. So we've got a junk in here, we've got coconut in here, so I'm interested to see how that makes it. I do like coconut flavours in beer. I love the new experimental HBC 1109, which is a new hop that hasn't got a name yet. I do like Sabro as well, both that naturally have coconut flavours, but this hasn't got any of those hops in, but has got coconut addition to the beer. So let's crack it open, get it in a glass and see what it's all about. Peacherine, big fan of that as well. Citra, obviously keeping everything hopefully in check. So I think the key will be how much the coconut, will it make it overly sweet? Will it make it taste a bit weird? Well, let's see what we've got. Well, beer in a glass, it looks as you would expect from a double IPA. Bright yellow, golden, custardy, thick looking. We've got just about a finger and a bit of a very loose white head. So far, so double IPA. Let's see what the aroma's like. Okay. Well, I'm getting lots of peach. And I'm getting citrus fruits and mango even. But I'm not really picking up much in the way of coconut. I thought that would be the big aroma really, but there's a slight hint of coconut. Well, if it's subtle, then hopefully the whole flavour will be subtle and it won't over-dominate the beer. So, let's drink it. Cheers, everyone. Well, flavour-wise, it's very coconutty. It's really that sort of sweet coconut that you'd get with a Bounty bar. It's not sort of, I wouldn't say it's as woody as the sort of characteristics you get with some of those hops in terms of the coconut. And it's not subtle at all. And then in terms of other flavours, as you would expect from Peacherine, the most unobvious pop there is, there's a lot of peachy flavours in here. So you're getting the sweetness of peach and the sweetness of coconut. It's not bad. Body-wise, it's smooth, it's velvety. I'd say it's probably a little light than I would expect from a double IPA. Yeah, I'm still trying to work out. I think the problem I've got with it is that although it tastes pretty good, the coconut is over-dominating everything. So you're getting a very sweet flavour. And I think the thing is with Peacherine and peaches generally is that peaches are generally quite a sweet sort of fruit. So you're getting a sweetness on top of sweetness. And then just when that sweetness dies down, you get a little bit more of the hit, and the coconut sort of settles a little bit more, and you get that flavour sort of left, in the mouth. Other flavours, they don't really get much of a look in. There's a little bit of tropicalness as the peach sort of develops a little bit more. So you're getting maybe a little bit of sort of mango, a little bit of papaya and that sort of stuff. You don't really get much in the way of something like pineapple, which I would have thought is always a natural sort of flavour to go with coconut. It's really sweet though. It is, if you like your double IPA sweet, I'm sure you'll love it. If you like coconut flavours, I think you'll love it. But I think a lot of people that like double IPAs, good quality double IPAs, I mean, they're not looking for a junks in their beer like coconut. It's a bit of a strange one because I mean, I suppose they've experimented themselves. Really, it doesn't tell us much more about why they've used coconut or anything else like that. Because, you know, if they'd used that experimental hop, you would have got a natural sort of coconut flavour, and it would have been more subtle, and the hops would have done more of the, you know, heavy lifting. But the thing is, I find with any sort of a junk, even if it's, you know, even if they mention, oh yeah, a subtleness of this or a subtleness of that, it over dominates. So if you've got a beer with, like, sometimes they'll put like orange peel in it, or sometimes they'll put, I don't know, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, some sort of flavouring, you know, like a, you know, and it just like, it's just bang, it's there, it's just massive. I think I saw a similar one, which I didn't get, I was trying to get, but I didn't get, which was another track celebration collaboration thing, and they're supposed to have coconut. I think it actually had pineapple in it, real pineapple. And I expect that would have tasted very much like a pineapple flavoured beer. The more I drink it, the more I like it though. That 8.2% is very well hidden. It's smooth. It's creamy. It's sweet. I've said that once. I'll say it again. It's very sweet. But it's not sweet and makes your teeth sort of go like that sweet. It's just that coconut taste. You know, coconut is a sweet flavour anyway. The peacherine gives a lot of peach, but it's a little bit of a one-note hop anyway. I think it would have been better if they put some other sort of hop in it. Something maybe a little bit earthier, like, say, your Simcoe or even something like, you know, which I'm not a massive fan of, like Strata or something like that. Something that would have held it back a little bit more, because the Citra is quite a bright flavour anyway, and that's bringing a little bit of the sort of the tropicalness. I'm not really picking up, yeah, there is a slight hint of lemons, but there's not much of grapefruit. There's no real flavour of that, like a citrusy flavour that would cut through the sweetness of the coconut. It's all very sweet as soon as you taste it, and then you think, oh, is it going to go develop? And it doesn't. It just stays sweet, really. But it's really easy drinking. I've nearly drank this. Again, one of these sort of beers, okay, I probably won't want to drink 2 double IPAs one after the other anyway, but I think if you'd add another one, it'd start getting a bit sickly. But one on its own is fine. I think after this, you'd want something big and hitting and grapefruit flavours, or something like New Zealand, something to cut through that sweetness of flavour. But it's not bad. I don't think it's going to be out there with the best double IPAs I've had this year, but it's still pretty good. So let's get some scores. Okay, the scores are in for Pyron. This is a double IPA from Track and Finback, 8.2%. And as I said, it's got, it's a birthday beer. It's got coconut in it, but it's also got Citra Cryo, and peacherine hops. It's not bad. It's a lovely flavour, and if you like coconut, then you'll love it, you know. But if you don't like junks in your beer, this is not going to suddenly change your mind. So let's go through the scores, starting with aroma. Appearance, flavour, value for money. This one was just about, it was a bit expensive. I think it was about £7, just over, or maybe 6, certainly closer to 7 than it was 6 anyway. And finally, my overall experience. So we took the scores up, still recommended, and at the high end of the recommended. It's the White Snake beer. You've got to slide it down slow and easy because it's sweet and coconutty. But it's a total score of 77 out of 100. So it's not bad, but, you know, when you think of the Track double IPAs we've had over the course of the year, certainly double IPAs that we've had over the course of the last 6 weeks or so, this sort of falls a bit flat. But I think, you know, it's one of those sort of beers that they experimenting to do something a little bit different, and it's sort of paid off, but at the same time, you've got to love coconut, and I think a lot of people would find this a little bit it's just a little bit too much, too sweet for their palate. You know, if you like sweet stuff, you're not drinking double IPAs really. I don't think. I think you might be, if you're into sours and you like double, you know, stronger beers with flavour, you'll probably like this, because that coconut is the sort of flavour you would expect if you had that in a sour. I've got some sours actually, and I think they've got coconut cream in them. I've got a review on the channel. So I expect they're going to be similar to that. So not bad, but you know, it's one of those sort of things where you're going to either like it or you're going to not like it. You know, I don't think there's any in between, but I mean, I've enjoyed it for what it is. And, you know, I've had worse beers with adjuncts in it. And let's say 8.2%, it's completely, you wouldn't know it's got that sort of alcohol in it. And it's, yeah, it works well, I think, on that basis. It's well crafted, but ultimately you're putting coconut into beer, you're going to come up with a few little pit stops, I think. You know, that's what I think. Well, but let me know, what do you think? Adjuncts in beer? It's not right, is it? But let me know in the comments if you think it is. Have you had a beer like this, like a New England or a double IPA or an IPA, which is normal, but it's got some adjuncts in it, and it's actually made the beer better? You know, let me know in the comments. And until the next one, well, please like and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. If you are a subscriber, just like them, that'd be great. Hit that thumbs up button. It really helps the channel. You know, we're at the point in time where we're going into 2025. Let's hope we're going to get some more subscribers, because I've had some lose, big loss, then jump, big like now. I'm still sticking around the same level, but hopefully more people get to see this. Please share it if you like it. You want to show your friends, you know, what a double IPA with coconut's all about. And until the next one, well, you know what you do. Drink good craft beer into 2025 and keep on rocking.